Hello, y'all. This is Julian Rico, and yes, this is Monday Night Football game plus the fun day football game between Bart and the Bengals taking on Homer and the Cowboys. Currently, their draw 17-17 in the third quarter. Been a fun time to see them. All right, but today it is the conference football update championship games. Let's get to them because we got some good ones, of course. Starting in the Mountain West, where the 20th ranked team in the country, UNLV, got themselves a butts kicked, losing to Boise State 21-7. Ashton Jeanty, 32 carries, 109 rushing yards, 6.5 yards average on the ground, and a touchdown as Boise State will go to the playoffs. In the American Athletic Conference, how about the 24th ranked team in the country, Army, getting a huge win against Tulane, 35-14. Their running back, Dow, 20 carries, 158 rushing yards, averaged 7.9 yards on the ground, one rushing touchdown. Dan Marmy will be ready against Navy in their Army Navy showdown over there in Gillette Stadium. So that's going to be exciting to watch. On Conference USA, Jacksonville State get their revenge as beating Western Kentucky 52-12. Stewart, the running back, 27 carries, 201 rushing yards, 7.4 yards average on the ground, and 3 rushing touchdowns as Jacksonville State will go and win the Conference USA. All right, let's go to these big games. Let's go. Big Ten championship game. Penn State falls short to the number one team in the country, Oregon, 37-45. Dylan Gabriel, 22 out of 32, 283 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and Oregon wins the Big Ten. And honestly, it was a classic game. And if we get to see these two in the college football playoffs, things are cooking right now in the Big Ten. So I'm excited to see how it goes. But Oregon, you get to win the Big Ten. In the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs prevail, a huge overtime win as they beat Texas 22-19. Their defense averaged 2 total tackles, 1 solo tackle, 1 pass defense, and 2 picks. And of course, Trevor Etienne gets the game-winning rushing touchdown. But also, all eyes on who do I think I was going to keep an eye on? Yeah, Carson Beck, who is injured. We don't know if his status, if he will be playing in the Sugar Bowl. We'll see how it goes. But overall, big team win for Georgia. For Texas, big loss for them, and they're going to be playing against who else? Clemson, which we'll get to the bowl. We'll get to the playoffs, how it goes. In the ACC, Clemson and SMU had a thriller. SMU came back, but Clemson able to get a huge game-winning field goal to win it 34-31. Cade Kana, 24 out of 41, 262 passing yards, 4 touchdowns as Clemson are in the playoffs, while SMU, they're also in the playoffs. In the Big 10, in the Big 12, Iowa State got themselves kicked by Skattebo in Arizona State, beating them 45-19. Skattebo had 16 carries, 170 rushing yards, averaged 10.6 yards on the ground, and 2 rushing touchdowns as the Arizona State Devils, the Sun Devils, are going to the playoffs. In the MAC, Ohio beating Miami of Ohio 38-3. Their quarterback Novero, 20 out of 27, 235 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and the Bobcats win their first MAC conference championship game. Congratulations to the Bobcats. And then finally in the Sun Belt, Marshall dominated against Louisiana 31-3. Their quarterback Braxton, 18 out of 26, 193 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, as Marshall wins their first Sun Belt championship game in program history, and they're your Sun Belt champs. All right, here are the playoffs. So let's get to these playoffs. Really good games. Excited for. Oregon is number 1, Georgia number 2, number 3 Boise, and number 4 Arizona State are the top 4 seeds. They will get the bye. Clemson will be taking on Texas in Austin, which is going to be a fun game to watch. SMU will be traveling to Happy Valley to take on Penn State. Indiana will don't have to travel that far, but they will take on their rivals, taking on Notre Dame in that one. And then Tennessee will travel to Columbus to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes. Here are the schedules for that. So we got Indiana, Notre Dame on December 20th. SMU and Penn State on December 21st. Clemson and Texas at 21st also. And then Tennessee, Ohio State will be also on December 21st. That is it for today, folks. I know it's a short update, but we'll get. Also, I will probably release my big sports news hopefully tomorrow, as soon as I get the NFL update tomorrow as well. So stay tuned. And yes, if you're watching the Fun Day Sunday football, go ahead and check that out on ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. It's a fun one, really fun for the kids. Again, 53 subscribers, man. Keep it going, folks. We want the road to 100 subscribers, so let's go. Again, as this football always wants to, as I always do this, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and yes, this looks like a new room. That's always, folks. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.